Okay, welcome back again. My name is Elias Sinkala. This is Mathematics 120. Please subscribe, comment. Please subscribe for more videos. Subscribe, please. Comment if there is anything wrong or anything anything to add. Yeah, please, I would appreciate, and also like, please, for encouragement. Thank you very much. Okay, so due to time, I'll be making maybe less than 10 minutes so that to create more room of understanding. Yeah, I'll solve this video, I'll solve only A and B. Next video, I'll solve C and D, just like that. Yes, I've got the first question, which is y is equal to 5x to the power 4 plus 4x minus 1 over 2x2 plus 1 over the root of x, divided by 1 over the root of x minus 3. So the question said differentiate the following with respect to x. So what is all about this question? Just have to take time. This is your question. Just have to take time. This is your question, please. Okay. So immediately just see this question. First of all, I want to arrange. I don't want to start calculating. I just want to arrange here. But differentiating with respect to x, say y is equal to 5x to the power 4 plus 4x minus. We want to say if I like this 1 over 2, then here x goes on top. Immediate x goes on top, which this x goes on top to change each power by a negative here. Then it's one and the same plus 1 over, if I like this x to the power 1 over 2, it's one and the same. This and this one is one and the same, minus 3. I'm just putting them in order, please. Again, I'm not comfortable with this. Others might be difficult to solve it. I'll go further again to arrange it in a normal way. I say y is equal to 5x to the power 4 plus 4x. This one I'll just leave it like that. 1 minus 1 over 2 x to the power 1 over 2 plus. I'm not comfortable with this one. So how am I going to arrange it? When this one, everything goes on top there, this is a reciprocal of 1, of which I say it will be x, and this one will occupy a negative a. That will occupy a negative. Hence I'm going to have negative 1 over 2 minus 3. So I go ahead with now calculation. Now I'm comfortable here. Now I can go ahead. I say, please, this one, everything here, if we try by means to reciprocate it, this one goes up. It occupy a negative, which is this one. This and this one is one and the same. So this, it's negative 1. It's a negative, This is a negative. Same applies with here. Okay, I'll explain later the next question. So this and this is a negative. So this negative, which same applies 1 over, right? Yeah, go ahead. I say dy over x, with the differentiating in terms of x, the x in terms of x is equal to, the power should multiply with a base. Again, the same power should be affected by 1. Plus, we want to say here, same applies, there is 1. The power, which is 1 times, has to multiply with what? A base. Again, the same power here, if you see very much properly, there on the power there is 1. It is invisible. It's been powered by 1. And then the same power should be affected by 1. Right? Minus 1 over 2. I'll say, I'll first deal with this one for smooth understanding here. The power has to multiply with the base. So I say negative 2 times a base which is x. Again, the same power has to be affected by 1. Then I do what? I cross. What about this one? The power has to be multiplied with a base. Again, the same power has to be affected by 1. We want to say if I differentiate this one, it is constant. So the constant is equal to what? 0. So sum applies minus 0 here, it is constant. Thank you very much. It's a pure number like that, so no need of getting confused. So we go. I say dy over dx is equal to 4 times 5, that is 20x. 4 minus 1, that is 3. Plus 1 times 4, that is 4x. 1 minus 1, that is 0. Minus 1 over 2. Negative 2 times x, that is negative 2x. Negative 2 minus 1, that is negative 3. Right? What about there? I'll say negative 1 over 2. Right? Yeah? I just put it like that. Okay. I'll put it like that. Yeah. This time this one is x. Then this one, if you just put it here, separate and solve it, it is negative 1 over 2 minus 1. To avoid that, calculators are being allowed, so just say negative, there for the sake of time, negative 1, yeah, negative 1, put special division, divide by 2 minus 1. What's your answer? Yeah, it's negative 1 or number 1 over 2. What does this simplify? This same applies 3 over 2. Right? Because this same applies negative 3 over 2. Because this 2 times negative 1, that is negative 2. Plus 1, negative 3 over 2. So the answer is what? 3 over 2. So it's being powered by negative what? 3 over what? 2. Right? Minus 0. So what's going to happen here? We go ahead and say dy over dx is equal to 20x to the power 3 plus anything to the power 0, it's 1, so we are going to remain with 4. Right? Here it's more, sum applies 1 in the brackets, 1 times 4 is 4. Here sum applies negative 2x times negative 1, it is positive what? 2x divided by 2 to the power negative 3. Right? Minus, ESM applies 1 over 2, right? Like what I said, ESM applies, it's a reciprocal. If you can put a reciprocal for these things, ESM applies 1 times 1 over x to the power 3 over what? 2. This negative here, it's 1 over. This negative here, it's 1 over. So here I haven't put a negative there. Right? I forgot about that 0. Sum applies nothing that is taking place there. So I say dy over dx is equal to 20x to the power 3 plus 4. This divided by this, I'm going to remain with what? Plus x to the power what? Negative 3. Minus 1 over 2, right? Times, if I lie like this, you're going to agree with me, the root of what? X, right? Because these two are supposed to be here, but because square root and these two symbolize one and the same thing, if I write, which means I'll repeat. Right? Then these 3, I'll put it here. Right? Yeah. So we go ahead to finalize it. I say dy over dx is equal to 20x to the power 3 plus 4. Right? This one I can put it like this because I saw 1 over, which means it's a negative. So I say plus 1 over, right, x to the power 3. Then 1 times 1, it's 1, right? Then this time this one is 2, the root of what? X to the power 3. This is the final answer. Thank you very much. Please take time and go through this. For the sake of time, I'll end this one here for room of understanding. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. To subscribe, comment, and also like for encouragement. Thank you.